Well, hello. Welcome back, guys. It has been a hot minute, and I'm so ready to start recording. So I have scoured the internet for you guys to find 25 plus mods that are pretty underground, or I've not really seen videos or overviews about these, so maybe I've been in the dark, but these are top-notch mods. So we have our sim Ellie here, and I'm gonna use her to show you the mods that I have for you guys in Create a Sim. So the first mod is called Teen Years. It's made by Simmer John. Essentially what this does is it makes teenagers more fun to play, if that makes any sense. So there are 3 categories that these aspirations have been divided into. So there's the academic, social, and lifestyle. And this mod also has new after-school activities. 2 new ones, the high school athlete and the student government, which who doesn't love that, right? So the teen years, these aspirations, I'm going to show you guys one. You guys can go ahead and download the mod and enjoy because this is so great and improves gameplay like crazy. So I'm going to show you guys a high school sweetheart, the sim wants to find a long-lasting romantic relationship, the one. Of course, this makes it so much more fun to play with teenagers because now they have like a goal that they can work towards, which I think is so awesome. So thank you, Simmer John. The next mod I'm going to show you guys, I can't really show you guys in Create a Sim. So this is the Better Aspirations mod by Kai E. What it does is it revamps all the aspirations to be more of a difficult objective, which we love because this improves on gameplay like crazy. And it's actually set to take until the late elderly life stage to complete. Some of us don't even play with aspirations anymore. So this is just really great to just improve the realism. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is actually not a mod. It's called Reshade, and it's actually a particular Reshade preset. It's a fellow YouTuber, amazing preset. She has created this preset herself. I'm going to link everything below. She has her own whole video on it, a whole overview. She deserves all the credit because it is gorgeous. I'm not going to show you guys too much. I'm just going to show you guys how my game looks without and with the preset. This is how my game looks with the preset, and then this is what the game looks without the preset. And honestly, it looks so dull, and it's so crazy to me that I used to play in this way. Oh my god, guys. All right, we are back, and Christine here is feeling a bit weird, I think. She's feeling really happy. And I'm going to show you guys the 4th mod. The 4th mod is the Realistic Life and Pregnancy mod. I love this mod. I live for it. It's by Persia. So there are new pie menus. There's a pregnancy pie menu with a lot of options to choose from. Every interaction actually gives you a moodlet, I believe, and I love that. It also happens autonomously, so sometimes you just see different moodlets. There's personals, where you can also talk about changes in life and you can talk about a past experience, which I actually just did. So I'm going to show you guys the moodlet from that. Then there's also the mornings pie menu, which you can use on kids or anything like that. And then there's a family pie menu. There are different pie menus for different occasions. There's also a complicated pie menu when you're having a bad conversation with your partner. There are also holiday deals finder on the computer. I'm going to show you guys the moodlets. She wants a boy from sharing pregnancy gender preference. You guys can go ahead and read that yourselves. So I love that. And then there's also this one, had a car accident from sharing childhood sad experience. So as you guys can see, this actually creates a whole backstory and there's a whole story behind this. So you guys can go ahead and read this. I think it's so interesting and I love deep stuff like this. And then he is actually super tense because he is not sure what he wants. And this is also from sharing the pregnancy gender preference. She also has the let's talk about it from hearing someone's childhood sad experience. So I skipped a little bit into the next mod, and the next mod is actually the Better Babies and Toddlers mod by Caradriel. I'm butchering that. I'm so sorry, but this mod is class. Honestly, it creates more interactivity with babies and toddlers, and it just doesn't make babies objects anymore. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean. So she just cuddled with her new baby, and she got a moodlet called Tenderness from Cuddling Baby. So there are also different pie menus, obviously. There's a Better Toddlers pie menu, and there's a Better Babies pie menu. And I like this because these are seriously realistic. What I love the most about this mod, actually, it comes with new moods. And I'm going to talk about that a lot later because I'm also including the mood pack in this overview. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Better Toddlers. And then there's also the famous Ask to Say Mommy. She's so proud to hear her child say mommy. So that's adorable. The next mod is the No Grudge for Toddlers mod by Zero. I love this mod because we really needed this, honestly. When they introduced sentiments, what happened was if a mom was lecturing a toddler or asking them to go for a bath and they didn't want that, they would go crazy and they'd hold a grudge for years. I'm making Christine lecture Caleb about his misbehavior. And as you guys can see, because normally it just immediately pops up, you will not see a weird sentiment from Caleb's side. And just like that, Caleb is a kid. All right, so the next mod I have to show you guys is called The Kids Walk with Dogs. It's by Little Miss Sam, and it actually creates the option for kids to walk with dogs, as well as jog, as well as do a long walk, whatever you guys want. The next mod I want to show you guys is called Private Practice. It's by SimRealist. This is a very, very big mod that actually reworks the whole health system of The Sims 4. And it's a really big one, so I'm going to try and keep it brief. So the first thing you guys are going to notice on the phone is this new tab called My Health Portal. It's right over there. And you can go ahead and schedule an appointment. The next thing you're going to go ahead and do is check in. You have to do a few tasks. And after that, you're going to go ahead and get your results. All right, so we have a healthy weight and normal blood pressure, and our next checkup is due in 24 days. There's also a new job that comes with this mod. This is called the Health Sciences Student, and after that, there are two branches, and that's the doctor and the vet clinic owner. The next mod I have for you guys is called the Argumentative and Caring trait, and this is by Maria Beasy on Mod The Sims. So the argumentative trait is actually, the sim is always looking to start something or put another sim down. Argumentative sims build relationships slower, but gain the mischief skill faster. These sims also get tense around sims with the cheerful trait. And then Christine is caring, and that says these sims tend to share their feelings with others and they deeply care for other sims. Because of this, they gain all social skills and relationships faster. So what she can actually do, so she can ask about feelings, ask about favorite things, and everything that actually has that icon. Similarly for Darren, he can do everything with this symbol. And normally it's not in friendly. He can actually lie about things. That's in the mischief menu, and he can go ahead and be mean. I went ahead and did a caring interaction, and this is what you get from that. You get a buff that says, I get excited every time I see you, and that's from receiving a loving compliment. And I argued with Christine, and it says, stop trying to control me from arguing about friends. The next mod is the No Strings Attached mod. This is a mod by Lumpinu. It actually just creates the option to be friends with benefits with somebody, whoever you actually want it to be. And then there's this new pie menu with all kinds of different options, and I love every option. They're so creative. There's complain about official partner, but you can also gauge your relationship development, which I think is really cool because then there's a chance of falling in love or not. Obviously, there is the option if your friendship is high enough, or if your friends with benefits relationship is high enough to become very sad. One of them can develop feelings and the other cannot. So that is also possible, which I think is so awesome. And then you can go ahead and terminate the relationship or not. So there are a few buffs you get from this. There's a friends with benefits from striking arrangement with the sim, and she also has the so long from terminating the friendship with benefits. This next one is called First Love. It's by Little Miss Sam. It's adorable. It creates children's crushes, and if you have a relationship high enough, you can go ahead and click on this First Love pie menu and you can reveal your crush. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, so he confessed to have a crush, and he has this super cute moodlet right here. It says first crush because is near crush. I get a weird feeling in my stomach when I'm near my crush, and I think this icon is so adorable. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about this mod. So what you can actually do with it is a lot. Now you can go ahead and exchange numbers and hug. When the kids actually age up to teenagers, if they don't age up at the same time, there's a 7 days countdown, and there's the only option to be friends. But if they do age up at the same time, this hidden relationship actually turns into a significant other relationship. All right, so they exchange numbers, and this is actually the mod. It's a big one. It's really a big one. I think it's really cool to have crushes, and you get more moodlets from it and everything. The next mod I have for you guys is the PTSD mod. It is by Marilyn Sims. I do want to put a disclaimer out there. If you are sensitive to topics like this, I would not recommend you to download it. So what you actually get is this trait, and it says post-traumatic stress disorder can develop after a traumatic event. So actually what happens is if you go through divorce, or if there's something else that happens that could be very traumatic, you could actually develop the PTSD trait, but you can also click on it in the Create a Sim. So what it says is Sims with PTSD may experience nightmares, flashbacks, distressing memories, and physical reactions, such as sweating, feeling sick, or shaking. These Sims will feel on edge and experience mood swings and outbursts of anger, may even avoid going outside or being around Sims, and will often feel anxious while doing so. So there are different moodlets, a lot of them, and it says sleep scared, nightmares from a PTSD nightmare. Darren is having a terrifying PTSD nightmare. Even in his sleep, there's a little escape. The next one is Wonderful Whims. This is the mod by Turbo Driver. It is jam-packed with a lot of different options, preferences, settings, a lot of different things. I'm going to go through everything with you guys. I am so excited. This is such a good mod. Of course, you can also go ahead and download Wicked Whims, but I do recommend Wonderful Whims if you're under the age of 18 or you just like streaming and making videos for YouTube or anything like that. So the first thing you can go ahead and do, if you're in a different place, you can go ahead and scope the surroundings, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now. As you guys can see, oh my gosh, he thinks 3 people are attractive. So this little red pulsing heart appears above a head when your sim finds someone else attractive. So the next thing you can go ahead and do, which I think is so neat, is you can create or you can generate attractiveness preferences and you can select preferences as well. So I'm going to go ahead and select sim preferences. There's a lot to choose from. So there's the hair attractiveness. I'm just going to show you guys one little example. His liked hair colors are auburn and hot pink, and his disliked colors are none. So you can go ahead and set that to anything you would like. There's room for so much customization. If you do have a high enough friendship with someone, you can ask about the attractiveness preferences. As you guys can see, we have a personality archetype hint. So she is the artist, and she has the sage archetype. The thing that I think is super neat is you can go ahead and click on the reward store. There's this new reward trait, which is called the unique appearance. So Sims with unique appearance never blend in with the crowd, no matter how average they look. So there are a few personality archetypes. There's the sage, the artist, the hero, the caregiver, the jester, the innocent, the lover, the greedy, and the everyman. You can obviously also fake your personality archetypes. If you do fake your personality archetype, you can be seen as a poser in the long run. There's a second part to the Wonderful Whims mod. This is the menstrual cycle. So you get different moodlets. You can get PMS moodlets, but also period moodlets, bleeding moodlets. So Christine is currently using a tampon. And that's super neat about this mod is you can get birth control pills, you can get tampons, you can get pads as well. You get a lot of different moodlets from this part of the mod. A very, very neat feature is this new period tracker that you can go ahead and click on. You can see where you are in your cycle. You can check your period. You can check your fertility window and everything like that. This next one is so fun for storytelling. So this one is the slower writing mod by Little Miss Sam. Essentially what this does is it makes your sim write a book in a lot more time. In this way, you know, your sims can really write and really become a writer over time instead of your sim writing 2 books in one day. Just to speed things up a little bit, I decided to show you guys the next 3 mods in Willow Creek over here. So the first one is the Bible Cars for Mapless Travel mod, and this is by Roundgrass. I believe it's on Mod The Sims. These are all the cars you can get. You can get them in the transportation section in the build and buy mode. So the thing that I love the most is it acts a little bit as in The Sims 2, and we really, really need cars in The Sims 4. I can't stress enough how much we need it. But what I love most about this mod is that you actually have a lot of different options to choose from, and it's mapless. So it kind of keeps the mystery alive, and I really like that. And after you have driven anywhere, you can click on your sim and it gives you an option to drive to, and then you get all of the options once again. So it kind of acts like your car is parked somewhere, and I think that is really cool and obviously very realistic. Another cool thing is a cute buff that you get, and it says cruise in comfort from driving. The next one is so fun and so realistic. This is the ATM mod by Little Miss Sam. I went ahead and I purchased an ATM from the build and buy mode. After that, you can click on apply for a credit and you can buy a credit card. And after that, we're going to go for a 10,000 simoleon credit. So you can choose the diamond card, the gold card, the green card, the silver card, or the standard card. We are going to go ahead and get a green card. The animations are very realistic. I love that. And as you guys can see as well, the money is immediately transferred to our account. So what you can go ahead and do, there's this little shit over here. It's the credit agreement. And then what you can do is you can repay the loan immediately, but you can also pay a daily rate for a couple of days, and then you can repay the loan over time. And that is very, very realistic. We are just going to go ahead and repay the loan immediately. And then it says the credit was completely repaid and Christine could finally tear apart her credit agreement. The deeper I get into this overview, the more excited I become. Look at these shelves. This is the more slots on all EA shelves by Simsy45. This is this is life changing. Nothing is flying. Everything is sitting perfectly on top of the shelves. If you are someone that likes clutter and realism, download this mod. This looks absolutely stunning. I'm just going to show you guys really quickly what you can put on every shelf exactly. So I put paintings up here. I even sized down this little cat tree over here, put it on the top. I put in a little television. I put in a stereo. I put some books. I put literally anything you could think of. These pans were huge. I sized them down, put them up. They're not flying. They're just on there. Everything's chilling. I feel like this is what a good shelf should look like. This is Game changing. The next one is the Sleep All Night mod by Lil Miss Sam. When your energy is up and your sim goes to bed, normally they wake up in the middle of the night. This mod prevents that from happening. Alright, so Christine is awake. It is 8:13 a.m. and she slept through the night with a full energy bar. The next two mods go hand in hand. I think that is absolutely awesome. It is the Mood Pack by Lumpy New and the First Impressions mod by Lumpy New. You guys obviously know about the First Impressions mod. It's gone completely viral and it is as good as it sounds because it is so much fun. What it actually does is it creates first impressions for your Sims. Normally you would marry someone that, you know, you would just choose or pick, but now because of the first impressions, you don't really have control over that. And I think that is so awesome. I just did a respectful introduction with Anaya over here and I got this sentiment. We think that Anaya is sophisticated, which I think is so cool. With Mitchell, we had that she thought that he was annoying and he thought that she was an antichrist. So obviously this makes for great storytelling because you can never fall for someone now. Obviously, you can also kind of, you know, become friends anyway and see where it goes. So it really improves on gameplay. Moods have not really been interesting anymore the last few years. I mean, moods were not added or anything. So this mood pack is really awesome. It goes together with other mods. So this is the Misunderstood mood and it goes together with the Better Babies and Toddlers from Caradriel. This one over here, the Satisfied mood, and that's from Feeling Great. And that's just a change in game though, and I think that is really awesome. Those are the mood pack and the first impressions. They're huge. They changed gameplay completely, but I decided to keep it short because there are a lot of moods to discover. There are a lot of moods. I will put a picture up here and you guys can go ahead and check it out in game yourselves. The next one is the Can I Come Over mod by Lil Miss Sam. She has a whole list of mods, so go ahead and check them out. They're amazing. What this one does is you can go to someone else's home instead of them always coming to you. And then it says, of course you can come over, you can go, you can invite more Sims, and you can say, sorry, I can't come, maybe another time. This next one is absolutely awesome if you own a retail store and changes the game completely. So what you can do with this mod is by C line leads the Ring Up Customer mod. You can go ahead and click on customers on your register and you can ring everybody up at the register. So no more iPads, no more nonsense. And then they queue up and they have this icon above their head. So I'm going to go ahead and ring this customer up. This just gives a better gameplay experience when you own a retail store. The next one is the Snowboarder career by Missy Hissy. She also has a skiing career. So here you go. This is all you guys need because I've heard that a lot of people were bummed that there was no snowboarder or skiing career in the Snowy Escape expansion pack. And I understand that that is a little bit annoying because obviously snowboarding is a real career. So now you can become a professional snowboarder with this mod. The next one is also by Missy Hissy. I just couldn't get enough. It's the office lot tray, and the office I've used is a post office, and it is by Caitlin W159 on the gallery. So go ahead and give it some love. So what this does is it just gives you a lot tray that says office, and now you can kind of make this place into an office. And there's this fun buff that says office drone. So when you enter the lot, that's what you get. And there are also interactions that have to do obviously with office life, and I think that's really cool. Discuss some deadlines. You can talk about the boss. You can share some office gossip and suggest a cup of coffee. So I think this just helps a lot with storytelling because you can act like this is a home office where you go to. When you're in the career that comes with this mod, you can go here sometimes and kind of act like it's your space and your work area that you come to sometimes. The next mod is absolutely game changing, and I know I say it about all my mods, but this one is seriously crazy. It is the ability to create a hair progression. It's called Organic. It's by SimRealist. So you can go ahead and select hair progression on the mirror, and then you can select one of the defaults or you can create your own. I'm not going to go into this one. It is so detailed and there's so much customization, so you can go ahead and check that out yourself. All right, so the first one from the defaults is the Nina Caliente. So you can have like short, medium, and then you have like long and overgrown. So this is the progression that you can choose to have. And then something absolutely awesome is you can click on your sim and you can go to organic hair and you can get your hair dyed, or you can get a haircut. All right, so Darren is back and he's looking fantastic. He got himself a little bit of a trim and he has this fun moodlet saying dandy haircut. So you can also dye your hair. I think that's really cool. And yeah, that's the mod. The last one, you guys, this is Mortem by SimRealist. This just creates more realistic death. I think that's absolutely awesome. So what it says is it appears as though someone is dying. You need to call emergency services. So we're going to have Christine here go on her phone. We're going to go ahead and report a death. So then it says, greetings, I'm Dr. Sydney. So a doctor comes along, so he writes up a whole report and stuff like that. So then he gets put into a body bag, and then we get this notification saying every sim deserves a proper funeral and if we want to do it or not. So we're gonna hit yes.
After you've selected a sim, actually everything's in their hands. So Christine will get a visit from friends now so they can pay their respect. After that, she can go ahead and set up the memorial service, and she will obviously also get the medical records from the doctor. Well, guys, that's it. Oh my god, I have worked so hard on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it so much like I did. I will be happy to do this more often because I had so much fun doing this. I will see you guys very soon. Bye.